All right.
All righty.
No snow in this forecast. Keep the plows nice and pristine and dry.
I thought you said just a little.
Just a little, but they won't need the plows. You know, it's one of those things. Jay?
Well, we're going to use snow in our weather word. I'll get to that in a second. Matt and I were just talking, and he said to me as if it would be the worst thing ever, man, I feel like a grandpa today. And I said to him, as a grandfather, well, there's no greater feeling in the world.
Right. I meant in terms of the soreness and everything that's applied to that. Yeah.
So off that story, and I know it's not in the forecast, but it's a word that goes along with snowplows like that, blizzard.
Okay, coming right out with it. All right.
So that's going to be your weather word today.
Wow, Jay.
I know. I don't know how that's going to fit in because I know there's not one on the horizon.
There's not one in the map right now.
I
If
know.
there's one up in Minnesota or something like that, that'd be great. I want to start with sunset times, and this kind of plays into it, obviously getting dark. I think the sunset around 1 o'clock this afternoon, but you see some of the lake effect clouds gathering there. This all heading out towards Ashtabula. We've got the clearing skies as you get a little bit further inland, and we're going to go mostly clear tonight for our inland locations. That means we chill down tonight as well. But I want to start. I know it got colder today. Yeah. We'll talk about that. But I was doing some number crunching today. Their later sunsets are on the way, right? It never lines up with the winter solstice. Our earliest sunset is only 8 days away. How about that? Then our sunsets will start to get later. Tonight's sunset, 4:57. Next Wednesday, 4:56. And look at that. It's starting to get later already. By December 21st, it's at 5 o'clock. So the dark days of winter, I know we're there right now, but we're not far off from these later sunsets. Now, keep in mind, sunrises will continue to get later all the way through the 1st of January. So that's kind of where you offset. And obviously, the day that we have the least amount of daylight is that winter solstice, first day of winter. But the sunsets are going to start to get later December 8th. How about that? Temperatures, look at this, 50s to 30s in the matter of hours today. We're stuck in the low 30s now. We're heading back to the 20s tonight. That is a cold front, my friends. And you can see the cold air that's all across northeast Ohio right now. Upper 20s, low 30s. The wind not helping. We've had gusts still over 30 downtown, 34 mile-per-hour gusts in the last 15 minutes out in Chardon right now. A little bit lesser wind as you get down towards the south, but that's putting a bite to the air. And versus this morning, what a change, right? Feeling like 18 in Chardon right now, 17 Youngstown, out towards the west, Ashland, Norwalk checking in the upper teens as well. Bundle up if you're heading on out. We're not alone. This cold air goes all the way down to the Gulf Coast where they had tornadoes yesterday. They're shivering tonight down towards Mississippi, Alabama, and Louisiana. They had quite the outbreak last night as expected. For us, that cold air comes across the lakes, and it's not a blizzard, Jay, but we've got some snow showers around here, and you can see some of those snow showers heaviest up towards northern Michigan. For us, we're not really dealing with much other than flurries right now, but there's a little area of moisture, a little lift that'll head across the lake tonight, may stir up some snow showers, especially out east. You can see generally most of the snow with the winter weather advisory out towards the Erie area. So if you are traveling there, perhaps tomorrow morning, you're going to encounter a little bit of snow, nothing we can't handle. National Design Mart hour by hour forecast, you can see how it's picking up on that. Some more snowflakes starting to develop, more organized snow showers, Lake Geauga, Ashtabula County later tonight. That would continue tomorrow morning. This won't last long, though. We've got dry air and a wind shift coming in. Lots of sunshine tomorrow, pleasant, but on the cool side. We're going to reach the mid-30s at best, and notice how we clear skies out tomorrow evening. In terms of snow, I mentioned this last night, a couple inches possible, mainly out towards Erie, maybe an inch or two out in the snow belt, but overall, not a big deal. All right, the wind, it's been gusty. Watch how it goes away tomorrow. Calm wind as high pressure comes in, but we do this all over again. Friday into Saturday, winds are going to get gusty around here, perhaps gusts on the order of 40 miles per hour Saturday, a very similar system to what we just dealt with as that high pressure slides out towards the east. Another strong low comes in. We get the rain, the wind, the temperature drop on the backside of it. And then next week, we may do it all over again. Union Home Mortgage 7-day forecast. There's your temperature drop, but what a rebound back into the 50s on Friday. Some rain early Saturday. Weekend looks good other than that, albeit chilly. And then next week, Tuesday, we warm back up out ahead of another cool down on Wednesday. Guys.
It's like a roller coaster.
I'm going to tell on Jay. He wasn't listening when you said blizzard.
That's okay. That's
And I was
typical
trying
viewer.
to explain to him
The analemma.
the analemma graph on a globe and the direct rays of the sun.
Solar
and
noon.
the sun's orbit is not a perfect circle, it's an elliptical, and that's why things
To which
change.
Jay went,
I
Jay's-
learned
he was
in
distracted.
school that December 21st was the shortest day of the year.
Ish.
They taught me wrong.
Well,
I want my money back.
Depends on where you are.
we'll do an hour-long special to explain.
It'll take 2 hours.
Just for you. Okay.